Hey guys, so today I'm trying something that's a little different, more than usual, and that is there are some like Latin grill food places that have been offering newish items outside of your usual Mexican cuisine, like your tacos, your nachos, and things like that. This one place features a more diverse menu, and they have arepa choices that are a little more diverse than another spot that I'm familiar with and what they offer. So today I am going to try the arepa Carne Mechada. And basically it is shredded flank steak with red peppers, garlic, cilantro, onions, topped with mozzarella cheese. I have not ever experienced vegetables in a arepa, so that should be pretty interesting. And I can tell that it's going to be pretty flavorful because of the cilantro and garlic. Excellent mix. And that little item description I provided, it's $13. $13 and a couple more cents. But it's definitely a once in a God knows how long type of thing. And I'm only able to indulge in this because they had a promotion going on in which you could get $10 off. And if it weren't for that, I would have never considered this because it's Tuesday and I have my religious tacos to indulge in on Tuesdays. But because of this, I decided to forego my tacos. And with the tacos, I can get 4 and spend $9. This thing would have been like $22 was the total, like before they applied the promo. This is something that's definitely not doable. All right, so it looks like this. It's kind of leaking on me. It's kind of like a barbacoa looking kind of meat, but it does not smell like barbacoa. It smells more like peppered steak. You ever have pepper steak from like Asian places? I nearly dropped this on the floor. I nearly dropped this fucking thing on the floor. I would have, yeah, I would have cussed. But yeah, it doesn't smell like that. Definitely smells like peppered steak, which I'm not a big fan of. And I also have a chipotle sauce to accompany it. This was one of the options and I picked it since it was kind of spicy but not too spicy. It's threatening to be spicy. All right, I'm gonna dig into this leaky item. The only reason I did that, I'm guessing it's because I had it sitting there while I finished another one. So it had to bleed into the corn thing. All right, here we go. This is definitely heavier. Like, I'm glad it has the veggies in it because this is the kind of meat that on its own, naturally, I don't like the taste of it. But I gotta say, I don't love this too much. It is like peppered steak, and I've never been a fan of peppered steak. And don't get me wrong, I like cilantro, I like onions, I like peppers, but something about peppers and meat like this, it never sits well with me. That is a me problem. This is not nasty. This dish itself is not gross. It's not poorly made or anything. It's my personal taste preference. The only way I can do pepper in meat is when I cook it with ground beef. And I make it a certain way. I have like a ton of herbs that I add to it and a little bit of spices. But yeah, this is that style of meat that I really can't get behind. I'm gonna finish it for sure, but I know that this is one of those that I can't order again. I think my boyfriend would be all over this, but I don't like this. The meat is very chewy too. Like, listen. Yeah, I'm not too wild about that. Now, barbacoa, what I like about barbacoa meat is that it is spicy and it doesn't have like that peppery flavor going on. Because something about peppers in this kind of meat just doesn't go well for me. I'm gonna pour some sauce in it to see if this helps it. It might, who knows? Okay. You guys know how very often I say that if you depend on sauces, then your item is not very good. Well, in this instance, because of the chipotle, which chipotle, when I make my ground meat, is the one spice I add to it because it's not really that spicy, but it adds a kick to it. This was saved by the sauce. Like after I had this bite, the sauce is not cold, I guess because it's been sitting with this for a minute. But that chipotle flavor really, really, really helped this. Chipotle goes very well with red meat. Because what the chipotle is doing, along with that creaminess in the sauce, is that peppery flavor that this meat has that I'm crying about, it gets suppressed big time. I'm guessing that's why they put this sauce with this as opposed to cilantro sauce, because the cilantro sauce would not have helped this at all. I really don't like that chewy texture. The barbacoa I get from the other place, sure, it has some chewiness to it, but it's not this bad. This is really close to being bubblegum. So I deliberately, in that last bite, took an enormous portion of meat and left behind the corn, just to corroborate my feeling on it. And yeah, it needs the sauce. It's not negotiable. The sauce neutralizes that peppery taste. But in the background, once the peppery taste has been suppressed almost entirely, I can say that whatever hint of pepper is left behind goes well with this. That's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to finish the rest offline, like I said before, just so I can make sure I can slow down, eat slow, and not feel the pressure of I'm filming. And yeah, just focus on this better. I don't need to order this again, but I could in a future in which I wish to re-experience what the Chipotle did to save this. It's good enough, but it's not like over $13 good enough. I think I will come back for the chicken one a long time from now, but nonetheless, I'm glad that I tried this because it's something different. Like I can get arepas from my specific place and spend something reasonable like $7, and it's fine. I have a good time. I know what to expect. I know what their size is. They're a tad bit smaller than this, but not that noticeable. But the other ones are simpler, but somehow I've never had a bad arepa at the other place. Now this, like I said, it wasn't bad. It's just that my personal preference is I don't like that peppery flavor. But fortunately, I had the sauce. I was going to skip the sauce, but something told me, hey, I'm probably not going to be here again in a long time, so I might as well. And had it not been for that sauce, I probably would have set this aside and whatever is left, offer it to my boyfriend. And if not, then I would have probably tried to reheat it and find some sauces at home that may go well with this, but I would have struggled for sure. All right, that's it from me, you guys. Let me know how you feel about peppered steak. Is that something you like? Because I know for a fact I don't. Okay, bye.